Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? Didn't you hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this is...
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor.
The prosecutor's office?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's...
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no sides.
You prosecutor signed it. There's a call. Hurry and get it over with.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it. This is my...
I won't be
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit... It's for your... His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to...
I understand.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, the effects of that drug are gonna wear off. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the evil influence who wishes you dead. If you want to win, if you wish to take back your stolen, recall the bonds you formed and grasp the truth that will...
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the... I still can't believe it. But there's much more I'd like to ask, but... I do have... Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate... I have a responsibility to solve this case. Your operation... You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against it. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil. Yusuke. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki. Futaba. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves. So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them? I see. So... Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention. Even now, you're still acting. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to. Why won't you talk? Don't be ridiculous. You're... Justice? Then tell me. What? Saving others? What an awfully simple response. You continue to stand firm. You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that you're... But many people have fallen victim to this. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. After all this, you're still... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor...
You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, although I find your story to be quite interesting... Huh? What are you getting? That's right. No matter the results of... I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct...
So, how did that thing... Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we...
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask. Anyhow, there's something that's been bothering... Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold... That's true.
My suspicions were true. Still, to think his true intention... All that's left is to figure out a way. It's all up to you. The smartphone, duh. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said. We'll be counting on you to pull...
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as... You're not joking. If you know something, you must tell me. You mean that... I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time, and what's so important? Are you going to unlock it and show...
Let's let her. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting... Now we gotta figure out a way to... Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smart... The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdown.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Not a team? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you? You think? What are you plotting? It appears my time is up. This will be my last involvement. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may... And that honest look in your eyes. I'll place my bet. I just need to show...
I am thy bond. Thou hast awakened to the ult...
All right. All right.
I'll be go... What good will this... Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so...
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was... How did you get...
For the same reason you did. I am heading up. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well. That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with... I am surprised it's this far underground, though. Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside...
True. This is undoubtedly good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be... I considered making it appear they had a falling out. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once...
Is there any possibility they'll...
No. I will keep my eye on them just in...
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing...
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my...
I must be prepared to deal with beyond that. What of the director of the special invest...
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No. Even me. Shh.
What was all that about, Sean? The Phantom Thief all... How do they know I
am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thief.
have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured. He came to kill.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him out.
Don't trust the guard either. Now then, I'll tell you, you must save him.
You want me to save him?
Huh?
What is it?
Anyway, what brings you here?
Did anyone else? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for...
Yes, the guard will be one.
So it's all...
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle...
You?
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of... I suggest you go into hiding at...
Yes.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
John,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though... But why did... Do you It seems you forgot an important Indeed, your death wasn't How might you be capable? Well then, let us rouse the memory.
Hey. You realized... It was our conversation about pancakes. There's no way he could have reacted like that. Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard this whole deal. Yeah. Okay. Let's... One more person has... If it's possible... I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug direct...
So it's impossible. I didn't say it was... That's perfect. Don't worry.
This is gonna be...
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work.
It seems you find this game. There are still things...
don't fall asleep until we... Are you listening?
Are you listening?
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel it. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not in... He may even be able to bring in vehicles or up.
So, this really was just a setup to...
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart...
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire...
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just... Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from an unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder...
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even...
But what means do we have of...
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind...
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether... The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt...
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested.
Palace? Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage.
What's...
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us. Oh,
really?
You gotta be kidding.
If he wants to kill the guy, that is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thief, however, the police intend on continuing this investigation.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things up.
Waiting upstairs. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're... Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient.
Man.
Look who's...
Have you...
You must be fine if you're joking.
It truly is a relief to...
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know...
Still, isn't this guy
You weren't told. I heard my sister brought...
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep it. It was right after they announced he had died, too.
I didn't have time.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what...
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thief.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake...
Oh, enemy? Fake?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was...
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor.
Akechi himself gave us the chance. He made one.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we couldn't have you suspect. Besides, Neither you nor the other investigators would have...
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean...
But you don't understand him, do you?
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start... It's a change in cognition.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, but we already saw him drop a mega hint about it.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that...
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was... That meant Akechi'd already been...
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contact.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake... That said, we weren't so naive to overlook... That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but my heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an After a few days of listening, this...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thief. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during... Public security questioning will occur on the first day.
Is this...
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate...
So they plan to get rid of that guard.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shock. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from...
I knew he was acting strangely.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental... On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. That's why we had to make a move.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we...
What can...
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality. First...
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, But once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you be the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I'm sorry I could...
That goes for the... We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation.
And regarding its location...
I'm sorry. There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this a perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, they looked no different from...
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terror. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure... Except that we had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to end, just as expected.
Him getting captured by the police?
And I had been interrogating him with... But how did you lure Akechi into this...
All I needed were the...
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to...
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for...
That's the other reason we needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the...
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid...
Huh. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was...
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during... Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were...
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was we couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could... Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you...
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a great...
As a result, we...
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the...
Yes.
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have...
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually... And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to...
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that...
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence. And even if he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad.
Don't. You shouldn't have to remember such things.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but...
Ryuji's a bit on the
Can it?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until...
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the... What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who is meant to die. Very well. From here forward, you saved me.
I'll do whatever I can to help. Let's take a break for now. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer.
That sounds familiar.
It's me again.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No. More importantly...
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on his loss.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thief.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and
all possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story. The snap discussion is swirling around potential nominees, as the dead candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not...
Why don't we resume our...
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together.
Have you figured out who's behind?
Akechi accidentally let that slip. He said, Shido.
Shido? Feels like a...
He is unmistakably a man of power.
Shido?
I believe he's a politician.
For real?
It's certainly possible.
Huh?
Do you have some...
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which... First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if...
No!
Did he set us up with that election?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public...
So his current position and popularity is just...
We'll make him have a change of heart. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from... I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her from the moment Wakaba died. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I...
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone... He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people.
Originally, I was looking into it. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government... So, I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data. Boss was one of those. I would never have imagined all the mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns,
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes prime?
This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult
We gotta
Yeah, we'll do it. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido. Got a hit! Well, duh.
Where would the...
What kind of things go...
I always think of dirty money and shady...
What does he do? And where?
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent.
I suppose that would be...
How about
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see...
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? Hell yeah! Nobody again?
Of course!
He will be a worth...
Let's win this... Time for... Then it's...
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by...
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no...
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school?
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you...
This operation had another purpose. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves. He has ruined countless lives. And even made Goro Akechi. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an...
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was...
Everyone's gonna...
You guys thought through all...
We're intellectual.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing...
But the true battle. We won the first round, but...
Yeah.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no... We will need to be prepared for whatever...
I finally made it this far.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with...
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those... I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had... If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and...
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger us? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had some...
It's because I sympathized with you. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the...
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the... I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself he was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically... Speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have... The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Even the government parties have begun splitting up. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Your assistance has been very influential when I become Prime Minister.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against, I believe... Well...
I suppose with your age...
I am thinking about the...
Well, how do I put this?
Well then.
I'll just add this.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? Well, remember how I put that wire? Basically, that let me see GPS info for... I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sae-Nijima, who had your... That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal, but there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a sing... That's why we needed you to tell Sae-Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the metaverse nav. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally...
Sorry.
So... Well, how do I put this?
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Hey, hey! Oh! Yes!
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school? Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to... And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans to... To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens, but when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay with you until... Well then.
You know, something that when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. So then we'd better let her know you're safe. And I'll even...
There's no point in even having an...
Of course, he's the only... Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in... Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does, especially after it turned out those phantom thieves...
Well, shit.
Cut that out!
Hey.
Okay. All right, let's head to the diet building. Make sure...
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught. Ugh. Just don't stay out too...
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making... We already have Masayo Shishido and diet building. All we need is what he thinks of this.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since...
Conditions have not been met.
What about...
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister...
What about an arena?
Imperial... It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole path? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right?
Is that it?
Who knows? There was nothing like that in the note.
Anyways, what kind of person...
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get...
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary... It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there.
Wait.
That doesn't...
We should leave it. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting.
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains...
Ugh. Now then. Hey! Hey!
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Last one.
How many do we... Perhaps he... Right?
That's not something...
We know all the way up to diet bill.
So you enter keywords into the...
Boss, can you turn the TV on? She don't...
Sure thing.
Gore. Him and his stupid...
So, I catch. Is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to cap...
I truly apologize. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity I mean, people often lashed out at me on...
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault?
That was to catch them off guard. Once they lost public support, someone they thought... That's the same strategy used...
Why is he being treated as an ape?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan side.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other...
They're manipulating information.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the
Well, there was...
You didn't know it. Anything...
Then why don't we just go direct?
That's impossible. He's surrounded...
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with...
Well?
No, that's still impossible.
Well, this is a...
What's with the ruckus?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently...
I apologize for the commotion.
Wait, did he...
Yeah, he did!
Hmm? Man, talk about being lucky! We can...
Hey, Ryuji, this way. By the way, you didn't seem well.
Now is the time. Our government is littered with scandals. And such a disgraceful past must be... So our children who carry the burden of the next... So our nation can once again... So our beautiful home... I humbly ask that you cast your... Let us all set sail toward... I hope to...
Is that... You guys wait here.
Wait!
Hey!
Stand back.
I just want to talk...
He's a busy...
The hell?
That's enough!
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people?
What are you talking?
That move... Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid, you don't want to know what happens when you cross...
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last.
This ain't a show.
Damn!
What are you looking? This country is filled with clueless children. Let them go. My next...
What a piece of shit. Wait, he the same guy.
You're sure? Shido's the one who...
Holy sh...
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who's...
What kind of fate brought you two...
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right?
God.
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he must have pulled some strings so that his name would... Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a
He would do anything. We're talking about...
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him.
What a piece... Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are complete...
But now that we found out who did it, can't something...
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision, it'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and...
At any rate, we need to...
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his it's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entire... He speaks about the good of the country.
That man's full of ambition. He only thinks of the weak as...
He treats himself as an elite man while...
I assume the key word for what he believes the diet...
It must be something self-centered and
Someone like him needs to be...
Let's head to the diet building again right after school tomorrow.
Stewing over it won't get...
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Well then.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time. But we still have...
Think it's a bit...
Where'd you... Run through...
Ah, shut up.
enough chat. Chatting.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister.
Fortune. Hey, can you think of anything based? Just try saying anything. It doesn't...
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where...
It was a
What? The diet building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be?
I can't even begin to imagine... Well, whatever it is.
Oh, shut...
Are we clear of the...
Get closer to the wall, just... Alright.
Did anything change?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult. This seems to be similar to what happened.
But this time, the diet building...
The gate...
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different. That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido instead of this country. A palace with not just the center of the distortion. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous. Be careful. This will be.
We're definitely gonna. All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to.
Wait.
Indeed.
That's.
It looks like.
You're right. Listen up.
I can feel it.
Huh? What? I knew their affinity. Just look for their weakness.
The flames!
no! I'm
Fox is on fire! The flames are wearing him down!
Prepare yourself!
Persona!
Witness my resolve! I'll finish you!
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to get...
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the win.
Oh! What's with these people? Why do they not feel any danger?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger.
Hey! Thanks!
There's a treasure chest. Come. There's a...
I don't know its weak points. It's trial and error time.
Sorry. Using...
Fox, your offense
Let's
is down.
Cadenza!
Thank you. Fox is confused. He's not listening to you. I'll finish you. Nice! Stay focused. Away! Oh my God! On the ground. Are you okay? Dude, that was awesome, Mona. Fox, your offense
This is
is
my
down.
other self! It's tenacious.
Now
Well done.
I'm pissed.
Time for your
Let's go.
encore. Wield your beauty. The pinnacle of beauty.
Very beautiful. We're not gonna do much with that.
Well, on to the next trial.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Somewhere.
Finish it. Cut the tea. Panther! 2 enemies defeated!
Persona! Leave it to me.
Thank Oh, that's a big help. Too easy. And Panther dodges with grace. Hot, go! I'll finish you. Press. One enemy remaining. Just a little more.
It's tenacious.
This doesn't look good. Be careful. I'm fired up. Time to finish this. Ultimate power. A gift. Get a load of this. Perfect. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Looking good. We're on a roll, huh?
Show me your true form.
Gathering everyone's opinion.
Enemy, doesn't look like you can go for its weakness. Take this! Finish it.
This is my other
You
self.
can go for its weak spot. You got him, Fox. One enemy hit
I
the
am
ground.
thou.
Got their weakness. You're on a roll, Fox.
You're hesitating now.
Sona.
You don't have any skills that'll hit its weak spot. Knocked them right off their feet.
Do not move a
Joker.
muscle.
We can't talk right now.
Let's go.
Beat him up.
Okay. I can still fight. Let us go. Focus.
This is... Hey! 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 Hey!
These huge doors are obviously suspicious.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card.
475 people in favor.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously
Passed?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly.
Though...
It's that large conference room that's usually...
Oh, that thing! God.
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes...
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only...
What do we do to get in, though?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower.
So basically, we need to
You sure?
But what's this qualification?
Why don't we ask the...
That thought never...
Asking around doesn't say the guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind.
True.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
We should prepare for the worst, of course. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believed. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a
We can at least get... It helps that everyone's wearing masks.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Well then, let's... Well then. Hey! Nice. Treasure chest spotted. Must be something good inside.
I can feel it.
Hey!
Somewhere. It's somewhere.
Indeed.
Well then.
Well...
Whoa!
Joker!
I have something.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in the casino earlier looked pretty real too. But talking with the...
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the chart.
Come on, no need to...
I'm not freaking out. I was just... All right.
Huh. Gotcha.
You're right. It seems...
Please hear me out.
Hey, listen! Listen up!
It's no use. I can't keep...
I can only remember about 2 of... Oh dear lord. We're up against 5 the politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve, but only go for the cleaner after the other 4.
Whoa, now that...
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs. Alright, let's get this...
Hey! Well...
Joker.
You're right. Okay.
Yo.
Hey! Well then. Hey! Hey! Hey!
I should write something.
Okay. Now then.
It's me. Sorry. I've just decided what I want to do with Shido after... We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's... I want to avenge you. That's a no-brainer. If we let him run the country, the weak will... Isn't it our due? Remember when I told you that heroes who learn... Well, forget what I said. Hey, once we change... no, let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. Thanks for listening to me.
Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it all...
Hey. Hey. Okay, quiet down.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now? I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Don't worry.
Welcome. What did I just...
Nah.
Senpai, you're not like a stunt double. Same to you.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who said I asked Futaba to do me.
And I asked Ryuji to pass.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I'm...
Oh, thank good. No one cares about...
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries.
So you're Yoshizawa-san. Well, what's up?
Yes, nice to meet you.
Could you at least figure out whether...
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We are awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to
What a refined response. Are we really...
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that...
That's... I was one... Of course, I'm extra grateful that you... But if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
It all starts... Started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Wait, we were
We definitely have... It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was...
I've been considering perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers. I wondered if... An outsider like myself should even get involved. But I couldn't just stand back and do nothing. It was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then perhaps I...
Well, we could definitely...
Senpai? Well, you say...
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon... We're delighted by the offer, but we really... Moreover, you have something...
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to... Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation... But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe. No, I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought... I really do believe... It's time I get... Well...
Okay.
We have to make them pay. Hey! Yeah. Okay. That's too bad. We have to make them pay. Hey! Yeah. Seriously, thank you.
Ah, you're back.
Searching all along, confessing while alone, without a sign, without grasping the real question to be asked: where have I'm a sharpshooter.
What do you want to do?
Make sure you close up.
What else should I be?
Let me explain.
Yes! All right.
Oh! Well then.
Hey.
I see.
Hmm?
Good luck.
Man. 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 Oh!
Good luck.
Man. Ah. 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 Hey, hey! For real? Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
meetings.
Near a rally flow.
Okay, can you hear me now? I'm assuming you can. My earbuds are not plugged in. Oh, frickin' heck! I know what was wrong. My microphone was muted. I'm an idiot.
It happens.
Frickin' heck.
It happens.
Okay. No, I'm just mad because I had some good commentary going. Hang on, I'm cooking food. Though I might end the stream in a few minutes. Shut up. Shut up! I'm kind of salty about this now.
Don't worry, Nikki had work today.
1, 2, 3.
Worse
4,
happened
5,
to Nikki
6,
today.
7, 8. Pardon?
Worse has happened to Nikki today.
Confusion.
Basically, he was playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and he saved over his level 91 post-game. And, you know, after game content. Saved over it all.
Excuse me. Ah, gross, I almost burped. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I am back. This is why I don't like using headsets.
It's not that hard. You just
Pardon?
Make sure you're not. You just make sure you keep it muted.
Well, the thing is, I never remember headsets have mic mute buttons.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
What do you mean?
I think it's a good thing that they have that, though. I think it's a good thing they have that, though.
Shouldn't you already know it?
What?
I'm talking to myself in the game.
Oh, you're reading what you were saying?
Yeah.
So you're reading oh, okay. That's what that voice was. I do that all the time.
Here we go.
Did you end the stream then? Did you end the stream?
Not yet.
Hello, people, whoever hears this or watches or anything, hello!
Yes.
Meow.
That's impossible.
I'm dumb. I read situation as, station. That's what it was. Wait. All you need to do is keep it wrapped in a cloth and be sure to recharge its power in the moonlight every 3 days. Okay.
What do you say? Is that so? Excuse me. Did my mic pick that up?
Yeah.
Heck.
Or, well, something that picked up some noise. I don't think you'd
Farted.
not able to tell what it was.
Okay.
Like, you picked up that a noise happened and not anything about that noise.
Excuse me. What?
Good job.
For real? Hey. No.
I still have two, how do I pronounce this?
I don't know.
1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 10,000, 100,000, million?
Yes.
2,900,000, 63, 2,963,824 yen.
2,963,000.
824. That's how much yen I have.
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save my game. Anyway, I feel like that stream was a bust, but oh well. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, see you.